Hello, we're at Staffordshire County Fairground for another toy hunt. Jack, what are we looking for today?
Glow in the dark dinosaur and sea creatures.
There you go.
Hard squish.
It's hard squishies. And I'm looking for Shrek and Muppets. And Rach, what are you looking for?
The cafe at the end to get a cup of tea.
Alright, see you in there. Instantly saw Lotso and thought that was cool, but then it might be the first purchase already. Cool stuff here. Just literally picked up a Mantiforce yesterday from Warrington. Never seen these Casper figures before.
How much is Drake over?
Stretch and Stimpy. I always get a random Donatello, and I saw this Cowboy Donny for £85, a bit too much for my random shelf. Jack has found slime, which has got him interested, but that's on my list. That's on my list, and there's a whole host here. I need to check the list. These Toxic Crusaders figures are going to be really cheap. Look how cool they are. That just looks amazing, and this as well.
That one. Let's take that.
Ah, so good. There's lots of figures here. What we got? I don't even know who that is. Got all the figures that I need. And the prices are not too bad, but they're not planned in for today. I really want to get these bushwhackers. Jack's found another little box of stuff. Some really cool figures here though. The Hurricane and superhero in training. Don't think about what the initials are. Some cool Hasbros up there as well. It's like, this is a cool stall. And then I noticed some crazy Turtles figures here. Really love this, but the standout for this.
You know, you learn, don't you? You need a mix. Yeah, you need a mix. Yeah,
Freaky then. Always have a look when I see the Rocky figures because we've got a big collection of them. Yeah, this Undertaker figure. And we've got some of the old LJMs as well. Always enjoy checking out all the new NECA things, but I've not seen this before. Goosebumps figures. Really cool stuff here, but the thing that caught my eye is these on-card gladiators. I've not seen a jet before. I think Lightning was always my favourite though. So Jack is choosing 5 monsters in my pocket, and I am looking at this, but I noticed they've got they've got both the Macho King and cool wrestling stickers and stuff here. Then I noticed there's our old mate, old Gibbo, soon to be recognised.
Got these ones.
Okay, so what ones are you getting today?
The pencil and the Vanatron.
And then which one's on my hand?
It's like
Oh, they're different colours to the ones you bought last time.
And a Dimetrodon.
I always end up buying something here, and they've got all, a load of the figures that I need here. So Rach is actually excited for once.
92.
She's found Polly Pockets from 1992.
Wait, how do I open it? Yeah. Oh, so cute. Oh my god.
What have you spotted, Jack? Bit of Rainbow Bright there as well. We're trying to guess who the Pokemon is there. We've seen the ears. Let's go around. Who do you think it is, Jack? Jack can speak to, I think, Snorlax. Who was it? It was Pikachu. Good work, Jack. I've lost them to Polly Pockets. This is all they're doing now. Wait till he learns about Mighty Max. Some amazing stuff here. Some McDonald's racing cars. Got Yogi. The Shadow. Alright. Always like seeing Visionaries and a bit of Betty O'Hare. But then I saw Ralph figure. It's Ralph.
I can see it. So
Where's the turtle?
there.
Whoa! And look at all this cool stuff.
I can see it.
Karate Kid there.
So it is a little bit more.
Got Andre. This giant warrior would be cool if he wasn't such a... Can't say the word.
This is a
Love that Donatello. This is so cool. Look at that giant alien 975. And got Ronnie's head down there as well. These carded 18s. So yellow, but I love how you can see someone score $1 on it. On Murdoch. Always like a random figure. Shannon from Lost. This Lost range was really interesting. Never mind all these like wrestling cards and stuff. There's barbed wire. That's what you want. There's the manhole that Scroobius Pip broke in my video with him. Clip here.
I love him, but again, it's another one where when I found him to bring him today, his head wasn't on, and I was like, right, I have to hunt around my streaming room now.
I think
to find where his head is.
Yeah, end the video with the thing I thought most exciting. So we're back at home now, so let's review what we ended up buying. First off, let's check in with my little boy Jack. He came to the toy show because it was Father's Day and he wanted to take me out for the day. Got dragged along to it a little bit, but he did well out of it. Let's check in what you got, Jack. Here's Jack's pickup. So he bought a couple of Ghostbusters figures, the toilet and the granny, and then he also bought loads of little toys and some slime. So yeah, it's really been nice to see Jack playing with little figures like the Ghostbusters figures there. They're toys that I played with when I was a kid, and so to see my little boy playing with the same toys that I did, it's just kind of cool, really. For myself, I spent about 500 quid, which was a bit more than I was expecting. I did go in there with kind of some aims, particularly Shrek and some of the Palisades Muppets figures, which we didn't find any of. But I have been having a sort out of the toy room lately, and particularly some collections. And there were a few bits that we did find from there. Let's have a look at some of the items we picked up, though. And my first buy came at almost the first stall I visited. It was this, a clip-on Mr. Blobby figure. It's a bit of a random buy, but I thought it was quite cool, and it can clip on my monitor or something and just remind me of Blobby. Blobby's always been a figure that I've loved in a way, and has always been a figure that's cropped up, doesn't matter whether it's through streaming, through watching telly or wherever else. One of the first Christmas singles I bought as well was Mr. Blobby. So it's quite nice to get this little clip-on figure to remind me of him. Next up, long-time viewers of the channel will probably know that I've got a bit of a random Donatello collection where I just buy random Donatello action figures that I see. I tend to go for ones that look a little bit different, a little bit wacky. And today we saw this one in the video and I ended up picking it up. It was a tenner, I think, from one of the stalls at the end, but very random. Bit of a tongue sticking out, holding the pizza box that shoots out pizza. It does come with a little bag at the side, but it didn't come out with any pizzas to shoot. But it's going to be a great addition to the random Donatello shelf. The Donatello figure was from Vintro Toys, and when I was at that stall, I must admit it was a absolute cracker of a stall. And I ended up also picking up this Mr. Miyagi figure. Now I've got Daniel LaRusso as a figure. These are a really nice collection. These we often see when we've looked through our old Argos catalogs on our Twitch streams. They often come with a lot of accessories, and it can be quite hard to find certain pieces. Now, the fact that this Mr. Miyagi came with his gi was something I thought was really cool. Action seems a bit stiff on it, which is unsurprising. There you go. There's his arm popping up, and his leg as well. There you go. But really cool figure. I love the Karate Kid films. I've loved Cobra Kai as a TV show. So another nice little piece for the collection. My really random purchase was from Monkey's Emporium. I've just looked down to see the bag down there. They had a load of random cool stuff there. I believe they're based down in Camden. But the thing I ended up picking up from them was loads of Looney Tune Pogs. I really like having random things to open on stream, and these Looney Tune Pogs figures are just like kind of the ideal thing for me to pop open and see what we get. But I was talking about recently having like sorted out some collection stuff, and hopefully there'll be some stuff popping up on the Instagram in the next few weeks. But just over my shoulder here, you can see a shelf that's got my Hasbro collection on. Now, I started this quite late, and it's been something I've not really concentrated on much until recently, and I did a bit of a checklist for myself of the ones that I was missing. Does seem to be that I'm missing all the expensive ones, which is typical, but we managed to pick quite a few up off our list. First off, just from random stores around the place, I picked up this Giant Gonzalez for about £55. We picked up the Texas Tornado for £7, and we picked up this. This is the Macho King. Macho Man rather than Macho King. We already have the Macho King in our collection, but this is the Macho Man. It's just exactly the same figure as the Macho King, but he's got Macho Man printed on his pants. So technically classed as a different figure for some reason. Apart from that, we also picked up these two figures from Vintro Toys. These were the Berserker with his jersey and Jimmy Superfly Snooker. Now, these were in really good condition. I loved the fact that it came with the top. I actually do already own the Berserker, but not with his vest. So when I saw it came with his vest, that was one I was really looking out for. And finally, my big boy purchase of the day was even more Hasbros. We picked up Fatu to start. You might know him as Rikishi, but this was Fatu from the Head Shrinkers. We picked up the Bret Hart with the pink gear. That's another nice one and really clean. And then we picked up my favorite tag team of all time, the Bushwhackers, in their slightly more, I think I classed it on my spreadsheet as green gear, but I think more slightly brown. Came with the hats as well. I'm a Lucy collector, so I'm not so concerned about the condition of stuff, but I thought they looked awesome. Anyway, that's enough for this video. If you want to see more stuff from my toy collection, you can check out my Instagram, Taft's Toys, or you can check out my Twitch, where I often like unbox stuff or open things, twitch.tv/BigTaftman. But that's it for the video. Please drop a comment if you enjoyed this. Tell me what you would have picked up from the show, and drop me a like, and I'll see you at the next toy show. Bye-bye.